This video is made for TYBCOM Semester 6 Human Resource Management, Module 4 Trends in HRM, Part 2. This is the disclaimer. This video is being prepared for Institute of Distance and Open Learning, IDOL, University of Mumbai. The topics that we will be covering in this video are employee engagement concept and types, human resource information system concept and importance, and changing pattern of employment. Employee engagement and human resource information system include the trends in human resource management. What does employee engagement refer to? Employee engagement is the extent to which employees feel passionate about their jobs. They feel a sense of belongingness towards their job. Engaged employees are always committed to their work and they always work in the interest of the organization. Employee engagement is all pervasive. It is applicable to all kinds of employees, be it the top level, middle level, or lower level. Employee engagement and satisfaction are two different concepts. Satisfaction only indicates the degree of happiness, whereas employee engagement relates to the relationship between an organization and its employees. Always an organization with high employee engagement is supposed to be outperforming those with low employee engagement. An engaged employee is the one who works with utmost commitment and dedication in the interest of the organization. What are the drivers of employee engagement? The first driver of employee engagement is employee perceptions of job importance. An employee's attitude towards the importance of job and the company has a great impact. Thus, what employee thinks about his job is of utmost importance to get him engaged in the job. Employee clarity of job expectations. If expectations are not clear and basic resources are not provided, employees are not going to be engaged. Whereas, on the other hand, if employees know in advance what is to be done, then they can work in the advancement of the organization. The third one is career development. It is noticed that a lot of organizations provide career opportunities to the employees and employees feel engaged because it assures that after these career advancements, employees' position could increase. Another way of engaging employees is by taking feedback. Feedback is a way in which the company would come to know how engaged the employees are. Relationships. It is very, very important to develop positive superior and subordinate relationships. Employee engagement is something which is developed through proper superior and subordinate relationships. Perception of work ethos and values. Every organization has a way of working, the work environment, the ethos, the values. Now, if the employees are respected, then the employee engagement is higher. Training. Training is provided to the employees not only to improve their domain knowledge but also to improve their behaviors. And this is one driver that could create engagement of the employees in the organization. Freedom. Freedom, autonomy. Whenever employees are given freedom to perform their work without much of nose poking from their superiors, employees are going to work with greater dedication. When employees are placed at the right time, in the right department, in the right job, such dedicated efforts will definitely create employee engagement. And there's a direct relationship between recognition, rewards, and employee engagement. The reason being, if employee is being recognized for his job, his engagement level is definitely going to increase. So companies can adopt one of these strategies or a combination of these aspects to enhance employee engagement. Employee engagement have three types. Those employees who are engaged actively, those employees who are not engaged at all, and the third type is actively disengaged employees. Let us look into what are these three types of employee engagements. Engaged employees who work with a lot of commitment and in the interest of the organization are called as actively engaged employees. They come up with creative ideas, they have high performance level, they are proactive in their decision making, they have an optimistic attitude towards work, they develop very positive relations with their superiors and subordinates. They are passionate about working. They have the same ethical practices that the companies have. They are in a position to influence their team members also to work positively. Let us look into the characteristics of not engaged employees. Those who are not engaged employees, they do not perform much more than what they are expected to. They do their work, but they're not very passionate about their job. They are not active, but they are a little passive. They are more concerned कि when my salary will be coming in my account rather than doing something new. They usually have a self-interest. They prefer not to comment on any other matter. तो ना मुझे किसी से लेना देना नहीं है. I will do whatever I am told to. I will not take more initiative. And I'm okay with this. Developing that attitude are not engaged employees. It is said that in most of the organization, employees are not engaged. The third type is actively disengaged employees. What are actively disengaged employees? Those who are totally dissatisfied and adopt a negative attitude towards the work. They have a tendency to create grapevine. Grapevine means spreading all wrong information. They're not deserving, but they want to, raise up unnecessarily to higher positions. They don't want to do work. They just want to create wrong impression. They want rewards and awards without really working. They are also reactive. They could engage in bureaucratic and corrupt practices. So these are the characteristics of actively disengaged employees. So there are three types of employee engagement, that is actively engaged employees, not engaged employees, and actively disengaged employees. Human Resource Information System, which is popularly known as HRIS. What is HRIS? You all must have already heard about MIS, that is Management Information System, as well as Marketing Information System. HRIS is an information system with software and hardware along with data related to human resources, that is employees of that particular organization. Today, companies need to have a database of all employees with a lot of information which even the employees can get access to with just a click of a mouse. So what is HRIS? It is an integrated system used to gather, store and analyze information about the employees. It is consisting of hardware, software, databases, computer applications. Altogether, this includes various aspects of employees who are there in the organization. What is required to manage an HRIS? You need a systems manager, The systems manager would be monitoring the entire system. You need an analyst who would analyze the data that is stored in the system. You need a programmer to create various programs, and you need a data entry operator who would fit in the HR data in the software. There could be various modules of the HRIS software. There could be a payroll module, there could be a training module, there could be a benefits administration module. There could be one module or there could be a number of modules depending on the size and the requirements of the company. How important is human resource information system? Human resource information system leads to human resource planning. HRIS can support human resource planning because we can forecast the requirements of our company and map that with those of the human resource supply in the market. We can have a quick comparison of the requirements and supply. And if we find any deviations, we can take appropriate action. Suppose if we understand through the HRIS that there is a shortage or there is a surplus, accordingly, appropriate decision can be taken by the HR department. It is always important for a company to develop good human relations. Human resource information system enables to develop healthy relations between various levels of management in the organization. How can the company maintain good human relations? By providing good working conditions, welfare facilities, proper compensation, training and development. Human resource information system helps the management to design effective HR policies to implement healthy practices. Healthy relations is always important for a better and good work environment. Human resource information system provides information which a company needs to track and analyze about employees and applicants. The employee information is very important for decisions related to human resources. What kind of employee information can the HRIS give? The information that the HRIS can give could be related to training, could be related to the qualifications, qualities, it could be related to the demography, it could be related to the retirement time, it could be related to the data, the address, the skills, the capabilities. So HRIS can give a lot of information related to the employee. Employees payroll. What is the employees payroll module? Employees payroll module relates to compensation. Compensation is basically something that is very important and takes a lot of time if calculated manually, because there could be tax deductions, there could be attendance systems, there could be employee timings, incentives could be given. All these things have to be recorded, and thus you need a information system to automating for automating the compensation system. And digital the digital form of calculating payroll, that is through the software, is a very essential aspect, because calculating compensation manually becomes a very tedious and a time consuming job. Human resource information system is very important for recruitment of employees also. Online job advertisements on corporate websites and internets are easily available. So we can get CVs from the employees on these electronic platforms depending on our job advertisements. So to map those areas of criterias, we need to have a human resource information system selection. Human resource information system enables the selection process. Why? Because we can store a lot of data in our system, and then we can call people for the interviews, only those who who are qualifying our set criteria. Next is reporting. Human resource information system facilitates preparation of reports and presenting those reports in a very professional manner. At a click of a mouse, the company can give details about how many years the employee has been working, what are the training programs he has held, is he loyal, is he not loyal, does he need a promotion, is his transfer due. All these reports can be generated through the human resource information system. Health and safety. Human resource information software also maintains the records of various categories of occupational diseases and the dangers of such diseases. The software can provide information on safety measures, and decisions can be taken to minimize the risks of these aspects. Compliance. HRIS supports the organization to comply with the government regulations. So during recruitment, during selection, the selection criteria could be fed in the HRIS, and accordingly, with a click of a mouse, the company can generate a report which would be important for the government rule compliance. Administration of employee benefit. Employee benefit module could be another part of your HRIS, where we can have details on the insurance, on the profit sharing ratio, the retirement benefits. All these aspects can be monitored comfortably through the administration of employee benefits. And last one is training of manpower. In the HRIS, we can have the skill sets that we require for our employees, and then we can map it whether they have these skill sets or not. If they do not have, the best way is to first provide them training rather than removing them from the organization. So the training module provides a system where the company can administer and create training modules where the employees today can undergo online training too. So all these aspects of HRIS could be digitized in a way to save time, energy, and a lot of unnecessary work. In the recent years, there are a lot of changes taking place in the employment pattern. What are the various reasons that these changes have taken place? If I talk about recent changes, one of the recent reasons for employment patterns changing is the very famous COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic has changed the entire outlook of employment. Another reason for changing employment pattern is that there is a lot of contemporary view of looking at employment. The workforce diversity has increased. The demographics of employment has increased. People have become more work oriented today. And that is why this has given to a lot of options for employment. Even companies want to save up on a lot of money. Therefore, company has accepted the changing patterns of employment. Company wants to increase self-employment, where there are a lot of startups that have come up. So self-employment is one option. Company wants to reduce full-timers because they want to reduce their cost by filling it with part-time employees, or visiting or clock hour basis. So there are even contractual employees or temporary employees. So what are the changing patterns of employment? um, Part-time employees. Part-time employees provides a lot of flexibility for both the company as well as the employees. Part-time employees are a little cheaper to hire, and they do not have the company does not have a lot of burden of payment to the employees as compared to the full-timers. But the disadvantage or the challenge of part-time employees are that they will not be as dedicated as the full-time employees, because they would be working somewhere else, and then the commitment issue seeps in. Another pattern of employment is the temporary employment. Temporary employment means companies take some kind of people only for a short period of time, maybe for a particular project, and then they would, tell the employee to leave the organization after the completion of the contract. Next one is flexi time arrangements. Flexi time arrangement is a system of working for a fixed number of hours with the starting and finishing timings chosen within agreed limits by the employee. Okay, so flexi time is basically where employees generally have a say in the selection of their hours. This gives them more freedom to concentrate on their work, on their house aspects also. So it is very, very important for companies to have a work-life balance. So flexi time arrangements is one employment changing pattern that is usually agreed by the company and the employees. Next is portfolio working. Portfolio working is a method which is not dependent on any one client or company. Such employees are paid for a number of different skills, services that they offer, often from their own home with the help of communication technology. So it could be a freelancer. So freelancer is someone who would not be part-time, not be temporary, but they would be doing multiple assignments at one time. Okay, they have their own business, but they would be working for companies also. So let's say, for example, a financial advisor. So financial advisor would be someone who would have his own business, but excuse me, he would be giving advice to companies also. Okay, and the last one is telecommute and telework. Telecommute is to periodically or regularly perform work for one's employer from home or another remote location. Such employees work with the help of communication technology. Okay, now it's very, very important for companies to adopt this kind of employment pattern for the very reason that today traveling is a major issue. Plus, if employees are in the organization, it involves a lot of cost in terms of electricity, in terms of paying them travel allowance. So all these aspects have been reduced because companies are trying to accept telecommuting and telework, that is working from home. This work from home concept was never accepted, but the concept has been recently gained a lot of importance because of the pandemic. Work from home generally creates a healthy work-life balance. It saves a lot of space. The company need not spend on the place of work. Okay, since people don't travel, it also helps the environment. It is very, very important today for company to adopt these changing patterns of employment for betterment of themselves, the employees, and the society at large. So what did we cover in this video? We covered employee engagement, human resource information system, and changing pattern of employment. Thank you.